All right, and spawning here at the bottom. Sorry, the top right. No, wait, sorry, the bottom left is the MAXPAX.
And in the top right, it will be the Red Terran player, Bunny. Yeah, the overlay makes it confusing with the mini map.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited to see what both players have in store for us here.
Yeah,
MAXPAX, of course, known for his very aggressive, non-standard play. But, you know, especially recently showing that he can keep up with some of the best in macro.
Yeah, there's a reason why he is, you know, considered one of the best, if not the best, Protoss in Europe. But he, you know, he does have a tendency to really make ladder players mad, just because of his, of his style.
Right.
I heard of a lot of players that just doesn't like playing against MAXPAX on ladder. So, and he's one of those players that actually do play ladder, while a lot of players in the Europe scene has decided not to play ladder and just play customs.
Oh, interesting. Is that to... I assume that's to maybe hide builds or guarantee high-level practice, that kind of thing.
Well, it was because the ladder is just was dominated by so much Protoss.
Really?
And players just got really sick of playing against Protoss. They would just queue up against Protoss all the time, and they just got sick of it, and so they're like, okay, screw it, I'm just gonna play custom instead.
Wow, I did not know that. Learned something new. Wow. Bunny playing very safe, putting down that bunker on the low ground. And MAXPAX, on the other hand, going for a Stargate opener.
Yeah, will be interesting to see if he does open up with a Oracle or a Phoenix. As you know, I wouldn't mind him just to open up with a Phoenix here on this map.
Are Void Rays less common against Terran?
Yeah, unless it's a proxy Stargate, usually you don't see Void Rays.
I see, I see. Man, I remember years ago, 2019, the summer of 2019, back when COVID was like really the biggest deal on everybody's minds. I remember there was this build that came out on the ladder, and everybody just called it the MAXPAX. So more people knew that name than they actually knew the player or the origins of that name. And then a group that I used to be a part of in Alpha X, actually, they started cultivating another build called the Pax Max, where you reverse the the first letter.
Oh wow!
So that was a very interesting build. I don't remember the specifics of it. I just remember that it involved some sort of one base timing.
Of course.
Yeah. Ooh, this Hellion actually gonna get a delay, possibly? Not gonna get the kill on the third base. So the third base actually will go down at a pretty reasonable timing, but this Adept is also getting some pretty good work done, making sure that the SCVs can't go unpunished.
Oh, this is a nice harassment. 3 SCVs going down.
Yeah, not bad at all. Oh, but check this out. Yeah, it doesn't look like that single Hellion will be enough. Oh, and that medevac did get picked off, so these Widow Mines are not going to be able to complete the burrow.
Wow, this is like literally like almost perfect defense by MAXPAX. Only losing a depth, but cleaning up the rest, the Hellions, the medevac, the Widow Mines. I mean, that was just beautiful from MAXPAX.
Yeah, he's already 11 workers ahead, and it's not even 5 minutes, so I bet he's feeling pretty good about this opener. Now, that Viking and that Cyclone are going to ward away the Phoenixes for now, and look at that. That is, okay, pretty standard. A couple of gateways. Well, actually 3 gateways coming up, so looks like MAXPAX might be going for a charge timing. Although, what do you think? It could just be a defensive charge timing.
Well, yeah. I mean, you do see Protosses. They go for the charge lot Phoenix play. It's kind of a old school play. You do see sometimes that the Protoss go for Colossus as well if they feel safe enough. But looks like MAXPAX gonna go for that charge lot, throwing down a bunch of gateways to produce a lot of Zealots.
Right,
And,
right.
Yeah, this is gonna play out pretty well, I think, for MAXPAX. As again, he just took a really solid lead from that early game.
Right, right. No, I mean, that is just a metric ton of gateways. A bunch of charge lots are going to be hitting Bunny pretty soon. These Phoenixes are doing a good job of staying alive and scouting out the Terran player. And MAXPAX also putting down a pylon in this location. Will it get scouted? I think the Marines are headed in that direction. Possibly because Bunny did see that probe coming across or something like that. I wonder what that pylon was for. Maybe it was a preemptive scouting pylon.
I think it, it
could be for warpins.
Yeah, it could be for warpins. It serves also as a spotter pylon if Bunny goes for a drop towards the right side. So yeah, it works as both ways. But you know what? This I believe Bunny is working off of 5 barracks, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was just 3. I'm not sure. But if it's 5, then this opening build from MAXPAX is gonna serve him really well.
Oh, okay. So the Phoenixes are gonna get into a bit of an engagement, catching a few Marines out on their own. Oh, but look at that charge lot army. I think MAXPAX has more than enough. Oh, and the boys are pooled. Oh. Okay. So this game is probably going to end one way or another here.
Yeah, The
tanks are going to siege up. Zealots sharking around on the high ground. Marines are going to come on forward. Oh, a couple of Marines are going to engage at the natural base location of the Terran player as well. But look at this. Tanks are going to be lifted off. Zealots are just going to chew through so many SCVs. Bio is doing its best to kite back, but just not able to get the damage done. Wow.
Yeah, this build from MAXPAX is really counters what Bunny's trying to go for.
GG is called.
Yeah.
MAXPAX is just going to take this game. Man, what a cute name. MAXPAX. That sounds very badass, and then it's like, oh, who are you playing against? I'm playing against a bunny. Wait, what?
Yeah. It sounds like almost like a battery commercial or something like.
Oh right.
Do you want your battery to the MAXPAX, or do you want the Energizer bunny here?
Yeah. Oh man. I love it. We're already trademarking this very specific matchup.
I gotta say, as cool as MAXPAX's name is, I mean, let's get real. I mean, it's not as good as Max Angel, right? I mean,
oh yeah,
that's the ultimate name.
Right. For sure. Okay, so a very normal probe scout. It will be a Reaper first, very standard Reaper expand from Bunny. Cyber into Nexus coming out for MAXPAX. Although, was that a Nexus first? I think it probably was, because this map might allow for it.
No, I think it's looks like it's pretty normal, the timing here.
Oh, okay.
Based on the shield there. But look at here, the SCV being kind of sneaky, gonna get caught here by that probe. Oh my god, look at that building placement.
Wow. What? That SCV is dodging and weaving.
Oh my,
look at that, the Reaper's already here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like the shield battery being placed ahead of time, you know. MAXPAX knows that he's going to have to deal with this sort of annoyance, at least for the next 30 seconds at least. Oh, that SCV micro, making sure that that stalker hit doesn't land.
Oh. A micro there by both players.
Wow. Bunny showing off his Reaper micro. Okay, so it looks like that SCV will finally go down. Reaper is headed on home, having done its job. I don't think it actually got any pro kills. Maybe one? I'm not sure.
Alright, looks like gonna be a Oracle follow-up. So, I mean, we did see it in the last game. MAXPAX really utilizing that airplay with the Phoenixes, of course. We'll see if MAXPAX kind of replicate that in this game.
Wow, this is pretty aggressive. Forces the Oracle to stay at home, actually. This Hellion is going to get burned down by the Oracle before it can get any probe kills. But on the bright side, Bunny will probably be able to defend against the Oracle. So the Oracle may also not be able to get any kills. It will be a second Oracle coming out for MAXPAX as well. So I feel like we're seeing this a bit more commonly in this matchup nowadays, where the Protoss goes for multiple Oracles as the opener.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see it more often in the PvZ, but PvT is also pretty common, where you have multiple Oracles to revelate, play Stasis Ward. You know, maybe get some SCV kills, but usually for the most part, I think Terrans are pretty good at defending the Oracle in their mineral line. They have the Widow Mine to defend. They have Cyclones. They also have Marines as well. So a lot of options for the Terran to defend against Oracle in the mineral line. But in terms of revelation and planting stasis wards and stasis traps, those Oracles can kind of be quite useful throughout the whole game.
Right. Man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually a little bit surprised at just how safe Bunny is playing it. I mean, look at this. He's even going for that quick Raven. Or not quick Raven, but, you know, defensive Raven. So he definitely does not want to die anytime soon. He is getting +1, so he will have a stim +1 timing. But yeah, maybe a little bit concerned after what happened last game with all those charge lots.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think if you can kind of get the anti-armor missile on the clumped up bunch of charge lot, then that can serve really well for Bunny during the engagement. But,
oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly what MAXPAX is going for. He's throwing down a lot of gateways once again, getting that charge upgrade. And looks like we're going to see a kind of a similar build as the last game, where MAXPAX has a bunch of Phoenixes and charge lot, while Bunny going to be having a lot of bio units.
Right. Yeah, once again we have the proxy pylon close to Bunny's main base, actually, and it looks like a single drop is going to be prepped, probably trying to deal some harass during the charge lot attack. So I feel like Bunny is definitely expecting something, right? He's sort of smelling that there's going to be some sort of timing coming up.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't serve him well to just move across the map with how MAXPAX is open. So I think it's his best. It would be best for him to kind of play a bit more defensively. I just don't see this attack working out. I mean, if you compare the army of Bunny and MAXPAX, Bunny's army doesn't look quite as large.
Right. Now, of course, the Protoss does have to lead in supply. Oh, that Widow Mine hit did not get much done. The Raven is going to put down a turret, which helps with DPS just a little bit. But yeah, this bio is going to continue kiting. Widow Mine does get a pretty decent hit. But look at that. Charge lots in the main, along with their air counterparts, able to defend adequately against that drop. And so far, Bunny is the one losing SCVs, given that there is a harass with charge lots over in his main base. Oh, look at that. All of those red health SCVs. That's probably because there was a Widow Mine with friendly damage going off.
Yeah, that charge lot pulled the Widow Mines into the SCVs, and boy, oh boy.
Oh, man. This is not looking good. I think this could be it. Bunny I don't see a way that he survives this next wave.
Yep, here we go. MAXPAX is going to go for the jugular. SCV's got to be pulled. Orca's going to lose their life, but they're going to get some kills along the way. And MAXPAX, he is going to go ahead and win this game number 2.
Oh yeah. Bio is trying to hold strong at the top of the ramp, but it is not going to be quite enough. Over 20 SCVs have fallen, or well, 19 SCVs have fallen in just this single wave. Now, Bunny is going to hold on temporarily, but, I mean, for how long, right? His opponent is just going to be able to keep spending his money, which he has a lot, given his income is more than twice of the Terran player. And he can just go, well, he's choosing to go for a RoboBay follow-up. I do kind of like that, but I don't know. It feels like he's kind of giving Bunny another opening.
Yeah, he's gonna play it a bit more safer. And I mean, I think he can afford to. I think he's just way ahead for Bunny to kind of make a comeback. And he just wants to go for the checkmate move, where kind of force Bunny, like if he has the volumes to kite the charge line, at the very least he's gonna have the Colossus to do some consistent splash damage. Also, any drops he can shut down with the Phoenixes as well as the Blink. So yeah, he just MAXPAX just kind of ensuring his win here from now on.
Right. These 3 Zealots are gonna actually force back the Bio for just a little bit. Wow. I mean, considering it was only 3 Zealots, that was pretty worth it for MAXPAX, I'd say.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, you kind of keep Bunny a little bit afraid, or like, in case of a counter charge lot attack, so he's got to keep some units back at home. It's almost it's something like I've seen Mana do as well, where he would just send like maybe 2 or 3 charge lot across the map just to harass.
Oh, I will never get tired of the death sounds. But yeah, this is not good for Bunny. I mean, once again, these Zealots are going to be able to get up into the main and deal a little bit of damage, but it just buys MAXPAX even more time. He's floating quite a little bit, and he's going to be able to spend it on pretty much whatever he likes. He's going to be chronoing out that first Colossus, and he's setting himself up for a very good defense. He's got the upgrade lead, he's got the supply lead. Now, interestingly enough, the army values are actually pretty similar. So that is one thing that Bunny does have in favor of himself. But look at that. 3 Colossi. That is going to be a lot of stopping power for the Protoss army. And once again, the Zealots in the back just, split off from the rest of the army, able to pull apart Bunny as he tries to go for an attack. And all of a sudden, it's MAXPAX who's the one on the offensive.
Yeah, that if there was no Colossus in this army, I would say Bunny does still have a chance. But with the Colossus, MAXPAX does have the better, army composition there, and the upgrades are gonna kick in as well. He does have plus I think that's 1 and 2 on the way. And
right.
Bunny, he's only now at the 12-minute mark is he's gonna take his 3rd base.
Honestly, I think maybe it's a mental thing, right? Maybe MAXPAX is just trying to play super duper safe because he's had a bad time with this matchup or something like that. But I don't know. Props to Bunny for surviving this long. Now that MAXPAX is almost maxed out, it's a little dire, I'd say. There are a lot of Marauders, and they are going to help out immensely against this Stalker Colossus army. But look at that. First Colossus is going to be caught out on the left-hand side. Bio is going to try to gun down the second Colossus as well. Vikings are going to be able to help out, but GG is finally called as Bunny slips way below the 75 supply line.